So the first step is to create the boy symbol and a point component. First we need to draw the boy symbol, for which I'm going to make a very simple drawing. All it is a couple of circles. So the circle tool, I will use a red color and 0 line type and 0 weight. Now I want the first outer circle to be 1 master unit in diameter. This allows me to scale the boy line as necessary. So whichever master unit you're using, simply make the diameter 1. So in my case, I'll simply type 0.5, since I'm drawing the radius, and left click, and we have the 1 master unit diameter circle. And I'll draw another circle inside that of any size, doesn't matter what. The next step is to create a new point symbol from this drawing. And this is a two-part process. First, we need to make the drawing ready for point creation. And I'm going to use the Define Cell Origin tool to place an origin on the actual drawing. So we start that tool, and I'll use the center as my origin point. So we left click on that. There's my origin in place. And you'll note this is a similar process to creating cells. Next, I need to place a fence around that symbol. Turn off the fence tool. And the next step is to create a new point component in the Line Style editor box. Now, if your editor box is not open at this moment, go to Element and Line Styles and click on Edit. That will pop the Line Style editor into place. Next thing is to load a resource file from MicroStation which contains line definitions. So we go to File and Open, and we see the path to the symbol folder. And we need the linestyle.rsc file. The RSC means resource file, and this contains the line style definitions. So we'll open that, which now pops into place that particular resource file, and we see the existing custom lines already provided by MicroStation. Before we start, let's take a close look at this editor box, which on first sight appears to be really quite complex. On the left here, under the name column, we have the names of the existing custom lines. Now you should be familiar with these from the line style pull down. On the right, we have the components that make up those particular styles. If you click on one of the line style names, you'll see that we get corresponding point components for that particular style. Plus, if we scroll down, we'll see stroke components, and we see internal components. Now, these are the standard line styles, which are also part of this system. And up above, we go high enough, we'll see the compound components too. Now, we're going to be building up our 3 components in this box. So we need to create a new point component. So we will go to Edit and Create and Name. Unnamed pops into the name styles, and the unnamed title appears in this smaller box below, and this is the one that we change. We need to edit that to our new boy line. So we'll edit that to boy line and enter, and it's now changed up above in the name box. Now we need to create a new point component, which will go on the right hand side. So again, we go to Edit and Create and Point. Now notice that we have a new point component displayed on the right hand side, and down below we have that same name. Now we need to edit this, and we can leave the point component part of it there, but this needs to be changed to boy line. Point component, enter, and it's changed up above too. So far so good. And the last step in this sequence is to associate the symbol drawing and its origin, which should, as you see on the screen, be in place and surrounded by a fence, to the boy line point component. To do that, click on Create. Again, this is very similar to creating a cell, and we need to enter a name for the point symbol. So we'll type in boy symbol and click on OK. Now, nothing much has happened in the line style editor box, but that symbol has now been associated with that point component. Now at this point you really should save what you've done. So we'll click on File and Save. It's a good idea to save after every entry, and certainly after every time you've created a different component or added some information. Now that's all we need for this component, but you might just double check that you followed the instruction exactly. And this is important because we're building up this line bit by bit by bit, and we have to be accurate all the way down the line. Now move on to the next video where we'll create a new stroke pattern.